ask you a question. Who told you that because you're in your 30s, you should accept anything a man offers? Who told you that because you are approaching 40, you should lower your standards? Who told you that because you have waited this long, you should now abandon your convictions? The Apostle Paul asked a similar question in Galatians chapter 3, verse 1. Oh, foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey the truth? In other words, who convinced you to stop believing what God has said? Because somewhere along the line, many women who once knew their worth started accepting things they would never have accepted before. Get pregnant first before I marry you. And they agree. Quit your job if you want me. And they agree. Let's live together first and see if we are compatible. And they agree. Not because they believe it's right, but because fear has whispered to them that this may be their last opportunity. My sister, fear is a terrible advisor. The Bible says, fear not, for I am with thee. Isaiah 41 verse 10. If God has not given you the spirit of fear, why are you making life decisions from a place of fear? The moment fear enters, standards leave, convictions leave, discernment leaves, and suddenly what you once called a red flag becomes something you are willing to tolerate. But hear me, marriage is not a reward for desperation. Marriage is not a prize given to those who abandon their values. God never asked Ruth to compromise before Boaz found her. God never asked Rebecca to reduce herself before Isaac found her. God never asked Sarah to abandon her dignity because time was passing. In Psalm 84 verse 11, it says, no good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. Come on. If a relationship requires you to disobey God, violate your values, ignore your boundaries, or lose your self-respect just to keep a man, then that relationship is already costing too much. You are not running out of time. You are not the leftover option. You are not too old to be loved. And you are certainly not so desperate that you should accept treatment that dishonors you. So I ask again, who told you that there's no good men left? Who told you this is the best you can get? Who bewitched you from believing the truth? Because the truth is this: the God who wrote your story is not limited by your age, your past, or your timeline. Trust him enough not to settle for less than the best.